team, this guy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Z-Bo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. And it's Allen in at the 3 spot. Conley kicks to Lee. Back to Conley. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work. But there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Conley. From 18 feet away. And again, another shot trained there for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans. Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
Outside Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Right side, Lee. The dish to Gasol. Memphis moving it around. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Well, here we can get a look at Memphis and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in opponent shooting percentage. 3rd in steals. And they're in the top 10 in rebounds. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And Clark, let's talk about that defense. I mean, number 1 in the league in field goal percentage. You talked about it. They're just smothering. They really get after you. They try to attack you. They close out. They rotate well, and they're constantly covering up for one another.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Withy's checked in for Asher. Anderson comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Selman's in for Gordon.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 14, and he gets the bucket.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
Now here's Lee, trailing here by 8. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Releases, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? Really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Selmans. Now on against Anderson. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Ryan Anderson, one of the sweetest shooting big men in the league. Deep range with that quick release. Tell you what, at his height, he doesn't need much daylight to get it off.
And you look at Ryan Anderson, this can score. Like,
that's the way to shoot the rock.
Now in the NBA, and Steve, considering too that Ryan Anderson has one of the more desirable contracts in the NBA.
Yeah, well, he's a...
Anthony Davis is checked in for Withy. And Memphis also making a switch. Mike Conley's checked in for Courtney Lee. Outside Conley. He kicks it to Koufos. Outside Conley. Here's Udrih. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Well, through...
Next Monday night, March 9th, Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on the Milwaukee Bucks. It's the real deal.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Conley.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Well for New Orleans, shooting at 51%. Really solid. The feed to Davis. On the wing, Gordon. He's guarded by Udrih. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The Grizzlies shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Feeds to Gasol. It's rebounded by Mr. Clutch.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
On the wing, Gordon. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's Gordon missing.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Allen kicks to Conley. Now Udrih. He dishes it to Gasol. Pass to Udrih. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Davis with a screen on Conley. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points in just the second half. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside Conley. Dishes it to Gasol. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Udrih.
Substitution for the Grizzlies. Courtney Lee.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Kicks it to Usher. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And a nice jump for their offense in the second half. They're now up above 50% shooting for the game.
And Steve, it's no surprise to see them in the lead. I mean, when you score efficiently like that, you keep a lot of pressure on the other team.
Lee kicks to Allen. Here's Randolph. And another basket for Memphis.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Doubled by Conley. Passes it to Usher. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Grizzlies trail by 12.
Grizzlies timeout.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was in break. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Randolph dishes to Conley. And the shot is good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Davis with a screen on Conley. Here's Mr. Clutch. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. And he gets it to go.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lee left side. Pass to Gasol. And that one's good. Gasol's got 20 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Gordon goes in. He feeds it to Davis. Dives for it. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The offensive rebound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Evans outside. 6 to shoot. And it's Gordon penetrating. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley with it. Now guarded by Mr. Clutch. Here's Allen. Here's Gasol. Breaks it off the glass. Gasol's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Mr. Clutch, it's stolen by Allen.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
Randolph can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Usher. Here's Davis. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Pelicans lead by 9. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Some changes for Memphis. For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Carter with the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Carter. Davis with a screen on Carter. Off the pick. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Clutch.